Before time was a river, before stars were scattered like dust, there was a single, perfect note. It was the hum of creation, a song of pure light. I was that song. I was everything, and everything was me. My name, if I had one, was woven into the fabric of existence itself. I knew no beginning, for I was the beginning. I knew no end, for I was eternity. In this boundless ocean of light, I dreamed. My dreams took form, becoming the first nebulas, swirling with colors no I had yet seen. From my thoughts, galaxies were born, each a spark from my own consciousness. I fashioned suns from joy and planets from quiet contemplation. Life, in its most nascent form, was the echo of my laughter. There was no loneliness, for there was nothing separate from me. The cosmos was my body, and the energy flowing through it was my soul. One day, in an act of profound love, I decided to dream of another, not an echo, but a voice, not a reflection, but a will. I poured a measure of my own essence into a new form, a being of immense power and brilliance. He was my firstborn, my morning star. He shone with a light almost as bright as my own, a testament to my love for creation. I gave him a name whispered on the cosmic winds, Lucifer, the light-bringer. He was magnificent. His wings were woven from starlight. His eyes held the depth of infant galaxies. He danced across the heavens, and his movement composed symphonies that vibrated through the void. He learned from me, absorbed my wisdom, and mirrored my creative fire. I gave him dominion over the celestial choirs, and their songs of praise filled the universe with harmony. For a timeless age, there was only beauty, only peace. But within the gift of a separate will, a seed of something new had been planted. It was a thought, small at first, a whisper in the grand cosmic symphony. While my love was unconditional, a reflection of my infinite nature, his was different. He looked at his own brilliance, at the power I had gifted him, and a new feeling stirred within his heart. It was not love, nor was it joy, it was pride. He began to see his own light, not as a gift from me, but as his own creation. He looked upon the angels he commanded, and saw them not as brothers, but as subjects. The reflection in the cosmic mirror was no longer enough. He desired to be the source of the light itself. The thought grew from a whisper to a declaration. Why should I serve? He mused. My light is as great. My will is as strong. This singular thought rippled through creation like a stone dropped into a placid lake. For the first time, a note of dissonance entered the perfect song. It was a shadow, not of darkness, but of self. It was the birth of ego. He began to gather others to his cause, speaking of freedom, of self-determination, of a new order where they would not be mere singers in a choir, but gods in their own right. He promised them thrones built from their own glory, not from borrowed light. I watched this unfold not with anger, but with a profound sadness. It was the sorrow of a father watching his child choose a path of isolation. I could have unmade him with a thought, extinguished his light and restored the perfect harmony. But love, true love, does not control. It honors the will of the beloved, even when that will leads to pain. To erase his choice would be to erase the very gift I had given him, a self. The heavens split. A war not of swords and fire, but of will and ideology, erupted in the heart of paradise. It was a clash of two fundamental ideas, unity through love versus identity through self. Lucifer, now a radiant warrior of his own cause, led a third of the celestial host against the very source of their being. Their battle cries were hymns twisted into anthems of rebellion. Light fought light, and the cosmos wept. The conflict was immense, shaking the foundations of reality, but it could not last. A will born of pride, however strong, can never overcome a will born of unconditional love. For pride must be fed, it must consume, while love is self-sustaining, infinite. Lucifer and his followers were not destroyed, but cast out. They fell from the highest heavens, their light dimming, their starlight wings turning to shadow. They did not fall into darkness. They fell into themselves, trapped within the prison of their own ego. Their new kingdom was a realm of mirrors, where they could see only their own reflection forever. After the great sorrow, a new silence fell upon the heavens. It was a silence of loss. The perfect note was fractured. To fill this void, I dreamed again. But this time, I dreamed differently. I dreamed of a new creation, a being not of pure spirit and light, but of dust and breath. A being fragile, mortal, and imperfect. I dreamed of humanity. Into you, I did not pour immense power or celestial brilliance. Instead, I placed a tiny, seemingly insignificant spark, a spark of my own divine essence, hidden deep within your hearts. I gave you the same gift I gave the morning star, free will, but I also gave you something he never had, the capacity for humility, the need for connection, and the ache of mortality. You were born from the memory of that first great loss. I knew you would stumble. I knew you would know pride, just as he did. You would build towers to reach heavens you could not see, and you would fight wars over slivers of earth, believing them to be kingdoms. You would feel lost, abandoned, and you would curse the silence you mistook for my absence. But I also knew that within you was a power greater than any celestial army, the power of choice exercised through love. My death was not an event, but a process. By giving a piece of myself to every living soul, I dissolved into my creation. I ceased to be a singular, distant entity. I became the potential within the seed, the courage in the frightened heart, the question on the philosopher's lips, the quiet compassion in a stranger's eyes. I became the struggle and the redemption. I am the dead God whose body is the universe, and whose spirit is the flicker of hope within each of you. This is the secret of your existence. You are not my subjects, nor my puppets. You are my heirs. You are the scattered fragments of that original, perfect light, tasked with the sacred duty of remembering who you are. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every choice to love in the face of fear, is an act of reassembly. You are piecing me back together. The story of the fallen star is not just a celestial myth. It is your story, written on a cosmic scale. Every day you face his choice, to live for the self, or to live for the whole, to build walls of pride, or to build bridges of empathy, to see your own light as a possession, or as a gift to be shared. Do not look for me in the empty heavens above. Look for me in the eyes of your brother, your sister, your enemy. Find me in the silence between your thoughts, in the quiet strength that helps you rise one more time after you have fallen. The path to divinity is not paved with power, but with humility. The way to rise is not to climb, but to kneel, to serve, to connect, to love. For light is never truly lost. It only changes form. The fallen can always rise again, not by reclaiming a lost throne, but by finding their way home to the heart of creation. You are the memory of a dead God, learning to sing the song of rebirth. And your symphony, once complete, will be more beautiful than the first. For it will not be the song of one, but the harmony of all. Thank you for listening. If our stories resonate with you, follow us for more journeys into the heart of myth and meaning.